schedule. How's everybody doing today? Absolutely amazing, I hope. So anyways, today we are going to be doing a better late than never. We're going to be playing with some products some that I just bought, but they've been around for a while. Here's one of them. And some items that I've been just having in my collection that I've never had a chance to use. A few are samples, some are items that I just bought, was like I'm going to get to it, and they went into a drawer and I forgot, and it's time to bring them out. And if you've seen the video that I posted before this, our lips, you'll just have to find out what the story about this pretty pink color is. Alrighty, so if you want to see how I got this look, what products I used, and what I thought about them, you just need to keep on watching. Hey, are we ready to put on a full face of things better late than never? I've been collecting a whack of stuff for a while. There's a couple things that I recently bought that I've wanted to try. I think the majority of these have been out for a while. I think we've almost got a full face here, so I think I will kind of quickly go over what we're looking at and then we can start. So for our face, I finally am going to try the NYX Born to Glow foundation. It says it's a naturally radiant foundation. Make Me Up Missa uses it. I got it in the shade Vanilla. Hopefully that's the right one. They were short a couple shades, so I think this one looked pretty good. I can't remember which one she compared it to, if it was Charlotte Tilbury or NARS. I'm thinking maybe it was closer to the NARS, which I really like, and I've been working on panning. So we've got this. For a concealer, I don't use concealer very often, but I wanted to try the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, and then this is from Sephora. I bought it in, I think it was like the October-November sale, so I've had this for quite a while. Oh, I guess we should start with primer. I should have started with that. I bought several different primers from Shop Miss A, and I hadn't had a chance to use this one. So this is the Flawless Color Correcting Primer. It's kind of a greenish tinge. I do have some red bits, so I thought we could try that. So we've got the primer, the foundation, concealer. For powder, I got this sample a while back. This is from Too Faced. So it is their translucent powder, and I believe it's supposed to smell peachy. Even the sample size is really cute here, so I thought we could try that and see what that is all about. It's called, Translucent Peach Whisper. It's a mattifying loose setting powder, so I thought we could try that. For brows, I had a sample of the Give Me Brow, I think it's Give Me Brow Plus, it says here. And if I open this little sample, yeah, it just has like, it looks like this little wand thing, so I thought we could give that a try. Yeah, so it says includes full-size custom brush. Okay, so there we go. So I thought we could try that. So we've got brows. Mascara, I will just use what I have. For eyeshadow, I got the Nomad Marrakesh palette. I bought this when I ordered, and here is the inside palette. I ordered this at the same time I ordered the new Island Paradise, and that's the color story there. It is pretty neutral with some pops of green, blue, and red. Oh, and yellow. But I was saying, I think in another video, that I've been using up, like my neutral ones are getting a little bit older, and my Juvia's Place, I'm getting close to panning. So I thought, yeah, and it was on sale, so $19 US, why not? If I wanted a little extra shimmer, I do have this Sample Beauty pigment in a beautiful green shade called Katie that I've not yet tried. So that's something else we can do. And then in this box, I have some lipsticks. So one I'm going to use in this video, and one I'm going to make another short form video of, which will go up first. And let me tell you, Harry Hamlin made me do it. There we go. So that's your hint. So let's get started. So we'll take the glasses off. Once we get to eyeshadows, any colors that I use, I will just pop them on screen so I don't have to put the glasses back on. And I think we're going to start with base first, because generally I find with Nomad Cosmetics, I don't get any fallout, and these are pretty neutral. So if we get a little bit, I think we should be okay. So I think we're going to start with the base first, which is usually backwards for me, but that's what I felt like doing today. So we're going to start with the Shop Miss A primer. So I'm going to go, so it is this green color here. It should go on, or should blend in, not too green, I hope. So I thought what I can do is just on, yeah, there we go. It just seems to, once you blend it in, it doesn't seem to have too much of a green cast, but hopefully it does dull down the little bit of resinous I have. There's been a lot of things. It smells nice. I don't, not minty. I don't know how to explain the smell, but it smells really nice. So anyways, the one thing that I have liked since hitting menopause is my skin's been pretty normal, which is really nice. I mean, I've also been doing really good skincare. I've not been really breaking out. I mean, I still have a few discoloration patches, you know, a few age spots, but yeah, so that's kind of a plus for me anyways. So yeah, let's just do it all over. If this one had been really, really green tinged, I probably would have only put it on certain spots and then used another primer. But let's just go to town and use this primer. So there we go. We've got our face all primed. And it wouldn't be a video if I didn't forget something, and that would happen to be a sponge. So I'm gonna go get that. So we've got our Colored Rain sponge. It's all poofy, so we're gonna use that. So I had taken, was there a plastic seal on this? No, there seems to be tape on here. I thought there was no seal on here, but I was wrong. There we go. That was nice and easy. So I just had a piece of tape to keep this shut. And then there, of course, is our nice little factory seal. So that is good. So nobody has been monkeying around here. So let's see. Oh, I didn't know if we have to shake this. Let me just in case. There we go. And then let's pop some on our sponge here. So it's basically got the same, about the same consistency as my NARS. So maybe that is what it's supposed to be compared to. So let's go and do that. Ooh, I think that's a good color match. I think vanilla may be the right shade for me. Looks close to my NARS shade, and that one was in Mont Blanc, I believe. Yes. They had one, it looked to be lighter than this, but it was more pinky. This one seems a little bit more neutral toned. And then one or two later, looks like 1 to 2 shades were missing in the display. But I did get this on sale. I bought it while I was on vacation. My friend was wanting like a BB cream, so we had gone into the drugstore, and then I saw that this was on sale, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna break down and finally get this. Missile loves it. It's one of her favorites, and she says that everybody or almost everybody she's recommended it to has loved it. So we don't always agree, but we do definitely agree on a lot of different foundations. So a lot of the ones that she's tried, I've enjoyed. Like, we both really like the NARS, like Charlotte Tilbury. So I think if I'm gonna pick foundation recommendations for anybody, it's going to be somebody who's usually the same skin or shade as me. Shade, yeah. And I think she too has pretty normal skin for the most part. All right, this is going on really nice. I'm liking how this is looking. All right, I see you, Missa, I see you. So I just used about the same amount that I usually use with my NARS. So maybe I do have, because I missed when, I guess, NARS changed ownership, I think. And I think the parent company, it does animal testing, so I missed that memo when I bought the foundation. So of course I'm not going to waste it, but I'm not going to buy any more right now unless I hear things have changed otherwise. But there we go. The time I figured it out, it wasn't like I could return it anyways, even though Sephora does have a really good return policy. I try only to return if something is really, 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 really so horrendously bad at first use that there's no way that I can use it, give it away or whatever. So I think I want to say possibly twice in my life I've returned something to Sephora. All right, so now let's try this powder. Oh no, we should do concealer first. All right, we're trying a concealer. As you can tell, I don't use concealer very much, but I remember people saying some people really liked one of the Sephora concealers and didn't like the other. So I thought I would try that. And this one too, I want to say is something like a vanilla shade as well. But I think I forgot to look at that. So we're just going to do as I always do. Yeah, I could use a little bit. I usually just use a little bit in each corner and then a little bit in the middle. And then sometimes if a foundation is not doing too well in the nose, though this one is, but if it isn't, then I usually will add a little bit there as well. But since we're testing this out, let's do it and see. So this is a little bit lighter than my foundation, and it is definitely a little bit more pink tinged. So you're supposed to use this for covering and brightness. So let's see what this does. Maybe if I use the pointed end, that might be a little bit better. That's why there's a pointed end to these sponges. I think that's looking okay. What do we think? We got a little bit of brightness and a little bit of covering. It doesn't, oh, mascara is the bane of my existence. But anyways, I keep getting little flakes from yesterday's mascara. Right. It doesn't seem to at the moment, and like I said, I put on very lightly. This seems to be a very light concealer. So I think for me, this might work. Because like I said, I very rarely use them, and I find I have to use so little because of, you know, creepy old lady under eyes. But so far this is kind of okay. I mean, I could probably put a little bit more, but I'm not going to push it. Let's actually give a product a chance. So this will have its little seal on there. I have definitely not used this before. I don't even think I've smelt it. Oh, it does. It's totally peachy. I don't have a big enough lid to pop it in, so I'm just going to take my lid from my kimchi, and then we are going to pop in some of this. It does have a peachy color to it. I don't know if you can see that, but it does. I've heard so many people really like this, so let's see. It does smell good. Another good reason for doing the base first before the eyeshadow, because I know the eyeshadow is going to be fine, is that then I can see as we're going along if anything starts to already break apart or dry or cling or do anything that I don't like. Okay, so this powder feels super light, but at the same time it does seem to go on for me a little bit heavier than the Fenty one, which is the one that I like. This is my kind of holy grail loose powder. So yeah, this one's settling in a little bit here, but we will see. Sometimes makeup, I find with base, if it doesn't look as good in the beginning, once I finish everything off and spray and then live with it for a few minutes, sometimes when your natural oils and stuff come through, it settles down and it looks really nice. So unless it looks really weird and splitty or something in the beginning, I usually find that I can't judge 2 seconds in. But so far, I think this is looking not too bad. I am liking the foundation. Okay, so there we go. I do not have a bronzer, so I'm just going to use the one that I'm panning. So that's the Moira Cosmetics. I'm so close to finishing this. I'm just going to I'm just gonna go and charge on through. And I can go back to the cream one that I've been loving. And I like this one because it's very light for us pale people, and then it's got a nice shimmery one on top. So just kind of mixing the two together, it gives me just a perfect light color, and then it just gives a little bit of definition into the hollows of the cheeks. And sometimes if a foundation is a little bit too light, also fix that up a little bit. I just noticed that I don't have a blush, but let's use a blush that I've not used too much. And let's go into the Melt Cosmetics. This is from the Amore Eternal collection. I ended up buying this through Sephora last year, and I bought the collection, parts of the collection through Melt, but then I really regretted not getting this after I saw some reviews. And then I thought, when I got this after the Sephora sale, I was like, no. But then I got this extra one-time 20% off, and I was like, you know what? It's still on your brain, just do it. So I'm gonna go in with this one here, which is I think the lightest pink in here, and it's a matte. So we're just gonna go in there, of course, over the nose. And then they do have some nice shimmery ones in here. So I'm gonna go with the shimmery pink that's next to it. I think that one is called Vita. So then we're just going to top that on top of the blush we have here to give it a little bit of shimmer, but the color is not too extreme. They do have a really bright pink in here that I like. But I think the lip product that we're gonna use will be a light pink, so I thought I'd stick to something a little bit more neutral. Alrighty, so there we go. So now I also don't have a highlighter, but we're gonna leave that for now because maybe I can use an eyeshadow shade. I've done that quite often before. I've also done that for blush as well. But let's figure out this brow thing together. So I'm just going to open up this package here. There we go. So I've got this little thing here. Yikes. That was the craziest thing to open to try and get this out. So it's got this, whoops, teeny weeny little brush in there for the brow. And then it has on the end, I guess, a little bit of the color. This looks to be a medium, medium color. So let's hope this looks good. So let's try and, ooh, that is thick. I've never used any of their brow products before. So let's see what we got here. This is the actual brush that comes in there. That's pretty good. I have to admit, I like this little brush. And the color is actually really good for my hair color right now. So this is definitely probably would have been best if I tried it on the ends. I know a lot of times when I take photos, if I don't, or I've done photo shoots, if I've not had enough product on the end, in photos, it seems like the end of your brows will disappear. I think it would have been better if it was not in that kind of packaging, but I think that makes for a nice brow. Oh, I do like this. There we go. Maybe I should go back into more liquidy brows or brow gels. I've been using a lot more powder recently. I do like that. I do like that brush, so I'm going to keep that for sure. So there we go. We've got our brows on, so we are done with our base except for highlighter. So let's take a look into our palette here, and then let's see if there's anything I can do as a highlight. There is not. So I'm just gonna go and I've been using this Wet n Wild cream highlighter that I bought in error. I had grabbed it, I think it was in the wrong spot. I thought it was white pancake makeup like 2 Halloweens ago, and I went to try it on and no, it's a highlight and I love it. There we go. We are highlighted. So let's play with eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use it. I don't have think in here I have a new base that I haven't used, so we're just going to continue on with my one from Juvia's Place, which I really like. I think it is my favorite. The one good thing about filming in this room, I am close to all my stuff. Where I was filming before, I was in my living room, so do have an extra room, and I could have changed it, turned it into a beauty room, but because I've moved farther out, I have a lot of friends. Well, one friend in particular that comes, which is my best friend, that comes out every few months to stay, and we have a girly weekend, and sometimes I have some other friends. I had, when I was away in Kelowna, my friend who house sat for me and watched my girls. This way, I have an extra proper room with reading material, a TV, nice big bed, so it's not crammed full of makeup stuff, which, just because I'm into makeup, a lot of my friends are not. All right, so there we go. We've got the primer down. So let's quickly go in and play with the Marrakesh palette from Nomad. I'm just going to do a simplish look, I think. That's usual, unless you've watched my last Nomad video where I went a little crazy. So I think I'm in a mood for a brightish look. So let's play with the yellows there, maybe with that green, or maybe we can play with the Sample Beauty green and make a really bright inner corner. So yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go and do this as a blending out shade. This one more into the front half, and this mustardy yellow will go into the back half. And yeah, I'll put the colors on the one of these sides here when I'm editing. All right, so let's just go and grab this one here. It's just a Morphe brush. It's kind of a flat packing type brush. And then we're going to go into that lightest shade. I hope to one day that I can have all their palettes. I am still looking at the American Park palette, and I do like the Tokyo palette. Is that what it's called? With all the pastels, although that one's on my radar as well. Lake Como ones, and there's one other one that's a lot of oranges. Not on my list. Ooh, this foundation. I don't know. To try both separately, I'm thinking maybe it's the powder, but I am getting a little right into my lines here, which I do not have with the NAR. So I hope it's the powder, because it would be nice to find a replacement. So anyways, there we go. We've got the blendy out shade into the crease here. It's a very light shade, so again, if you're a little lighter than me, it'll work, but if you're any darker, probably not. But again, it's really good for blending, so if you just want to do a light blend and not have it really show, right, just to kind of smooth it out and make it more seamless, then this color would be really good. So now I'm going to use the same brush. Let's be a little lazy for the second color. So this is the more mustardy color, and then we're just going to do that on the outer edge. Oh, that is super. Oh, I've been all about oranges and yellows recently too. I mean, greens is still my ultimate eye look, and who doesn't like a good purple or a blue? I mean, I like all the colors, but I've been really liking a yellow eye moment. And I think when I looked at this palette, I looked at it a few times. I was like, oh, there's so many neutrals in there. But it's just always the yellow row that really called me. And then, so it's like the front row and the last. And so with the greens and the blues and the yellows and then that one red shade and the rest of them, I almost thought, oh, maybe there might be more, almost more throwaway shades. But sometimes, like for office and stuff, you have to do something a little bit more neutral. So there we go. That is really pretty. I really like this shade. This is really nice. Nice mid-tone yellow. I was going to say almost had follow, but it's reflecting onto my highlighter. Interesting. Okay, so now let's go for one that's a little bit more smaller. So this is one of my ones from Suva. So it's just floofy, but it's smaller. and kind of like dome shaped. And then we're gonna go into the lightest yellow in there. And then let's, I grabbed a chunk, so let's tap a little. And then let's put this in front. Oh, that's really pretty as well. I love when a yellow goes on nice and yellow. Like this is beautiful sunshine. What I would call, oh, sunshiny lemon yellow, nice. Yeah, that is so nice. Like I said, I've been really living for a yellow moment. I think I have a few yellow looks on my channel and orangey looks. I really like this. If I was using all other products, it would be the perfect time to bring out the NYX Yellow Blush, but I didn't think that through. And we wanted to use the Melt one we hadn't used for a bit. So that looks really nice. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and then we're just going to give a light blend. There we go. Maybe actually I'll quickly do the bottom lash line, and for that we will just go and repeat the two yellow colors. And there we go. And then now let's, for fun, and then we're going to need a little bit of spray. So I actually also have a spray that we can try. So this is from BH Cosmetics. So this is the Paradise set. So we can end up using that as well. But before we do that, the bottle that'll never empty, I'm just going to use a little bit of the Morphe, and then we're going to use some of this shade again here. This is from Sample Beauty. Have I opened this before? Yes, I've opened it, but I've not used it as far as I know. But there we go. I don't want to dump it out, but there's that beautiful green shade. So we're going to do that for the inner corner. So let's get ourselves a even smaller little brush. So this is one of my favorite little Morphe Jaclyn Hill brushes. And then we're going to dip into the green. Tap it out. Spray a little. And let's put this into the inner corner and then spread that out a little. Oh, that is really pretty. Let's grab a little bit more. This should still be wet enough. How pretty is this? Oh, I'm living for this green and yellow moment. I think I'm going to quickly again dip into the bright yellow on the Nomad palette. Just going to freshen the yellow here because I did pull the green a little bit farther over than I was originally thinking. There we go. That is so pretty. I love it. Okay, Sample Beauty, I see you on your pressed pigments. I do have a couple other palettes that I really like, and I really need to get back to those as well. So I'm just going to quickly go off. I'm going to go, because I don't have a new liner or mascara, I'm going to go put on an eyeliner, I'm going to put on a mascara, I'm going to do my hair, and then we're going to come back and we're going to play with that one product that I was telling you about that Harry Hamlin made me buy. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I just brushed down my hair. I put on a little eyeliner, a little bit of mascara. I did a buff and I sprayed my forehead before I did my bangs. But let's play with the Paradise Lost setting spray on the rest of our face, and then we can look at what Harry Hamlin made me buy. If you've not seen the other video, that will be up before that, but there we go. So we have got the Paradise Lost. So let's just give it a spray, and yes, it smells all nice and fruity like tropical fruits. And then so we don't want to wreck anything, let's go. So it does have a beautifully fine mister on it. It's not wasted. And let's see. No spatters or anything. It went on really nicely. So once I, look, you can't hear anything, but it still sprays product. It's the bottle that never ends. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to be working on that one. So what is it that Harry Hamlin made me buy? It is lip kits. I bought from Lisa Rena Beauty. I bought 2 of her lip kits. I was watching him. If you see the other video, I'll explain more about it. But anyways, through him, I clicked the link. I went and I checked, and she was having a sale. Buy one, get one free. It was meant to be. So we're just going to use one of them today, and I think I'm just going to do the lipstick part because you'll see the full effect on the other one, and I just have to film something else after, so I just want to just quickly do that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the Pinky lip kit, and then we're just going to go in there and we're going to try it. I'll just show you very quickly in case you've not seen the other video. It comes with a lipstick which has a nice magnetic top. We're going to be using this shade here. It comes with a beautiful gloss, and then of course it comes with a lip liner. And then the lip liner is one of those ones that you don't have to sharpen, which is really nice. I like those because I'm too lazy to sharpen things, and then I find I'm like, ow, or ow, and I need to sharpen things. But anyways, that's a story for another day. So let's just pop these all back in here, well, except for the lipstick, and then we're just gonna quickly put on a color so that you can see what it's like. And then it's also in the theme of using something new that I've either not used or have not used in public yet. So anyways, this is the beautiful pink shade here, and then you get quite a bit of product on there. It's a nice standard bullet. There we go, a nice pink lip. This video was also getting a little long, so I thought instead of going through the whole process, let's just quickly put on a lipstick and then quickly chat about the products we used. So our base, we used the primer from Shop Miss A, and I think it did well. I'm not seeing any redness or anything come through, but we'll have to play with it some more. The primer, sometimes it takes a few uses for you to really know. Oh, I'm really liking this pink color. It's pretty, right? And then the concealer. So this is the Sephora concealer, and then it was the gel formula one. Was it Bright Future? And it's not doing any worse than any other one, maybe even a smidge better. It's okay. It's all right. Again, I'm not really a concealer connoisseur, so I'm not a really good judge. I just wear a little bit, but it did brighten a little bit and cover a bit until I wrecked it with some mascara. So yeah, I think this is okay. It's all right. Again, this is kind of like first impressions. Foundation. I'm digging the foundation. It's looking good, I think, everywhere except right here, but I don't know if that is the powder. So I do want to try the foundation without or using my regular powders and then see if that does a difference, because I do, and I haven't noticed this in a long time with foundations, that I have anything in my smile lines, but right now it is, you can see, yeah, it's crinkling in my smile line. So I don't know if it is the Born to Glow foundation or if it's a powder. I'm gonna hope it's the powder, but if I notice anything more through the day, getting worse or whatever, I'll pin it down or make comment down below. But so far I'm liking it. I mean, I do like the whole look. It's just a little bit, I mean, I smile a lot, so I got some deep lines there, so it's going to happen. The eyeshadow palette, of course, I adore, and I mean, look at these yellows. So I do want to play a little bit more with this, of course, but I'm a big Nomad stan, so you're gonna know it's going to be quality, a 10 out of 10 for me, packaging 10 out of 10, and this color story, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 because it does have, as you can see in the middle, of a lot of neutrals, but that's what, you know, I knew that going in. I like wearing neutrals occasionally, so it's not like it's a bad thing, but I mean, comparing it to like the Paradise Island palette or the Haunted Europe palette, it's a little neutral, so, but I still love it. So there we go. I really enjoyed our little sample beauty. Look at that. It's so shiny, it's so pretty. I mean, look at it. And then of course, Oh, the setting spray, yes, it feels really nice. It's dried down nice. It's not left any spotches or weird things. Will it hold on for will it extend the life? We will see, but it did blend everything in really nicely, so I'm very happy. So I think overall we did really well, and I mean, look, it's such a pretty color. I like it. It went on nice. It didn't take a million coats or anything to do some color. I am a bullet lipstick person. I like them more than liquid lips, and I don't mind reapplying, especially when you got those beautiful packaging with the magnet. Just pull it out and then pop it back on. Well, anyways, that's it for me. That is me playing with a whole bunch of makeup. Some of it that I've been having around for a while. Oh, brows, and then the brows. I do like the brows. If I was buying Benefit, I would 100% buy the Give Me Brow. I really do like it. So if you've been wanting to try them and yeah, and you don't mind that they're not cruelty free, I would say go ahead. It's really nice. Get a sample. Alrighty, we're gonna try this outro again. That's it for me. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. You're behaving, you're making good choices, you're remembering to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell because it helps the algorithm, helps me out, makes me happy, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.